Hey guys, how's it going? Today I thought I'd carry on with my little series that I've been doing, showing my guitars. So I thought I'd say a few words about my Jackson Randy Rhoads signature guitar. This is my oldest one that I own right now. I've had it since I was 18. So yeah, it's got a lot of sentimental value going on with it. I thought I'd start by answering the biggest question that I get because I get quite a few questions about this guitar. People ask me all the time, where the hell did I get this thing? And the honest answer is, I've kind of already answered it. I got it when it was out in the shops. There was no mad hunt for it or anything like that. 10 years ago now, I wanted another Flying V. I had a Dave Mustaine signature guitar, which I think I've mentioned before. Bought that. I knew I loved Flying Vs from that moment onward when I sat down with it, and the way it just, my pick in hand came round, and the way they feel when you stood up with them, I was just absolutely sold on it. So I wanted another Flying V for like drop tuning and stuff like that. So being a massive Bullet for my Valentine fan and a massive Matt Tuck fan, this was sort of floating around on my radar at the time. And it was nice. It was an affordable signature guitar at the time. It was a toss-up at the time because I was a massive Bodum fan as well. It was a toss-up between this and an Alexi Laiho Scythe. But one thing that I definitely wanted was this front pickup here, which I use a hell of a lot. The Scythe doesn't have. And I didn't want a Floyd Rose at the time, which the Scythe has. So yeah, I was kind of sold on this guitar. I definitely wanted the Randy Rhoads shape as well. And I'd heard good things about Jackson, I suppose. So yeah, stars aligned on this one, I guess. Part of me always wishes that I got the silver sparkle one. There's a few of those out there, but I like the white just fine. So the paintwork, it's in pretty good condition considering for how long I've had it. I like to take care of my guitars. This is kind of a delicate guitar, I suppose. There's a couple of knocks on the horn up here, but that's going to happen over time. But other than that, I think the thing looks great. There's nothing, no big chips in the headstock or anything like that, which is crazy being a pointy guitar. You can see where the paintwork's starting to wear in here from where I've had my arm round for all those years. And it's got the, I'll show you, it's got the Matt Tuck signature on the back, with the little logo of Matt here. Spurs are locking tuners, which are tried and tested. They work. And there's no real buckle rash or anything like that, which is good. You can see where the neck, I can see anyway, I don't know if you guys can see, but you can see where the neck's starting to really wear in from all those years of playing. This guitar's pretty much been like everywhere with me. Whenever I go away and stuff like that, this guitar would go with me. Learned a hell of a lot on it. So it was also my first guitar with EMG pickups. I'd had actives in the Dave Mustaine V, but they kind of had more of a more trebly sound, I want to say. They were really nice pickups, the Duncan designed. But this is the classic EMG sound right here, the 81, the 85. I think over the years, guitars, they sound richer, I want to say, or they really take on the personality of the player. This one, I don't know, I can just pick it up and play it. It sounds like me, I guess. One thing I would say though is it is delicate. I wouldn't, for instance, take it on the road with me now or anything like that. There's no volute on the back of the neck here, so it's really quite delicate. So if you were hauling this thing around without being in some sort of really big case, yeah, damage is just waiting to happen on this one. With it not being your traditional, mahogany body, maple top kind of thing that a lot of metal guitars are, this has quite like a mid-range sound, I want to say about it. It's not all like bottom end. It's really sits in the middle quite well. It's an absolute go-to for me when I do guitar solos. If you see me do guitar solos here on the channel, like Creeping Death, Ride the Lightning, or any of the bullety stuff, it's an absolute go-to because it absolutely soars with the leads, especially on this front pickup as well. Ebony fingerboard on it, absolutely glides. That's my favorite. I know that's a preference for a lot of you guys out there as well. The one thing I would say is the neck. It's a really good Jackson neck. If you like Jackson necks, you'll know what I'm on about. Really wide, really thin. But for me at this point, it's maybe a little bit too thin, I want to say. All my other guitars have got a little bit more wood floating around on them. So I don't know if that's just come with age or what, but like I like to dig in when I'm playing. So it feels quite delicate, and you kind of have to treat it as such. Somebody once said that it's difficult to play hard and it sound good. It's always better to play lighter. So this kind of does encourage me to play a little bit lighter rather than just going for it. So yeah, the neck, it's nice. You can really get up there if you wish. I believe it or not, I'm not a massive shred guitar player, but it's nice. I don't like having anything in the way when I do go up here. So yeah, it's nice not to have that hindrance there. I think one thing I do like aesthetically about this guitar is the beveling. Any bevel or binding, I absolutely love. I love the inverted headstock as well. I definitely wouldn't want to go hauling this thing around anymore. Because it's so old at this point, and it's got a lot of value to me, but I just don't think it could handle it. I know Matt Tuck moved on from Jackson as he was having crazy tuning instability issues one concert, and I think that was it. He was just done with them, and he moved over to BC Rich. But as far as it goes, I've had no problems with this guitar. But the volume part here replaced a little while ago because it went on me on this back pickup. For some reason, the guy didn't put a fast one back on like we've got back here. He put this really stiff one on, which is fine, I guess. It feels a bit more stable. So what I thought I'd do now is show you what it sounds like isolated. You guys have obviously been seeing it on the channel, but yeah, here it is on its own. I'll start with the clean tone first on the front pickup. So there it is on the front pickup. I don't really use it on the back so much because it's for clean tones, that is, because it's really, I don't know, harsh sounding. It's just not what I'd go for. You've got that classic sound going on with it, right? But yeah, the front pickup is more for. It's more my sort of thing when I'm playing on clean tones. I'll show you what it sounds like in the middle, I guess, as well. But I'll constantly find myself going back forward to the front pickup. So moving on, let's knock on the overdrive and play some riffs, hey? Yeah, I think it's really aggressive. It's so light though. You can see when I'm digging in. I think I'm digging in a bit too much on this actually. My other ones can take a little bit more aggression with the right hand, I think. Um, but it's got that really sort of mid-range tone to it. I think it's not all bottom end, which I like quite a lot. Yeah, I find it quite slinky is the word. It's a slinky Rhodes. I've never played, and actually, have I played another Randy Rhodes? I don't think I've played another Rhodes, so I wouldn't know if they all feel like this. But you've really got to be delicate with it, otherwise you're just gonna, like a train, you're just gonna run off the track, and it's gonna sound grim. I think with the lighter gauge string here, you can get a little bit more expression with your vibrato going on when you're doing your bends and stuff. For me personally, anyway, I found with tens I could do bends and stuff, but I couldn't make it sing like I wanted to, if that makes sense. So there's a brief overview of my Jackson Rhodes. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Like I said, it being my oldest guitar, it's got quite a lot of sentimental value to me, this guitar. So yeah, it's nice to be able to share it with you guys. If you've got any questions, stick them below in the comments. Songs, suggestions, all that good stuff, stick them down below. I love chatting with you guys. Let me know what you want to see next, although I've got loads of stuff all in the pipeline for you all. And again, thank you for all your comments. Welcome if you're new. Subscribing here. Thank you for all your likes and your support. It means a hell of a lot. My Instagram link's down below as well, so if you want to follow me on there for live streams and stuff like that, be sure to go check that out. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. I'm really enjoying doing this. I've got loads more to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.